I was just listening to some advice that I think is bad advice about selling gold right now. Damn, I wouldn't do that. I know it's had a pretty good jump up today and had a good jump up Friday. And, it could be that the bottom's not in yet. I'm not 100% sure. I think it could go below 1,500, possibly. But it's pretty low right now. So my advice, if you go sell gold, go sell it when it hits a new all-time high. I mean, that's usually the best time to sell something, when it hits a new all-time high. And do it in steps. Especially if you got everybody out there, the typical names, the Sprott brothers, James Turk and all this kind of stuff, are all talking about it going to $5,000 an ounce or something like that within 12 months. And you probably should sell it. But the way it is right now, I would not sell this metal. This metal is actually going to do very, very well. And I was just watching, I'm not going to mention any names, but I think that's piss poor advice right now. And, just to keep it very simple, gold, the metal known as gold, has been symbolized power and wealth since the beginning of time. Why do people wear it, too? Why do people have gold rings? Why are people afraid to walk outside in certain areas of town with gold rings and chains, too? Like, I have a $5,000 chain on right now. That's on sale. The list price is about $7,000, right? So, what do you want, plastic or do you want gold, people definitely take gold for a reason. And, I can care less what even the Americans think. Globally, gold is going to be worth some bucks. Guarantee you. India, China, and the rest of the Asian countries are going to put some pressure on it. But we know the central banks have been net buyers. This gold run is not over yet. Now, in a very short term, it could go down a little bit more. It could go below 1,500. But, I could see selling it when it was up closing in on 1,800 again, but not now. Today's most governments endeavor to have the gold equivalent of the paper currency in their state reserves. And that's the major problem. They're not going to have the gold equivalent in their state reserves. That's why they're net buyers. Now I want to get into some of the magical properties of gold. So, there's another reason I wouldn't sell it too. I mean, hell, make it into jewelry, right? That's the way I look at it. Gold has been considered the king of metals since the beginning of time, and its healing powers have been known since prehistoric times as well. Healing powers. Gold strengthens its wearer's self-confidence and symbolizes wealth. Next to that, gold strengthens the veins and bones. This metal can bring much relief to those that suffer from arthritis and gout. A lot of people sell gold, don't notice. But also diseases of the veins, the heart, the skin will ameliorate when gold is worn. Gold opens the third eye in the crown chakra, and this metal also shows off the inner beauty of its wearer. In magic, gold may be used to attract healing power, wisdom, money, and success. So money attracts more money. This metal also has protective properties, and this is why it may be worn as a talisman. So, there's a lot of reasons not to sell gold. Besides, the price is too cheap. But it's got magical properties. So you keep stuff that's got magical properties. You need good luck. Hang on to the gold. Now, there's one thing I wouldn't melt down and make jewelry out of. Those are the numismatic coins that I have. That I'd keep, because they're in slabs. And I got those way back in, the 90s sometime. Actually when gold was more higher, and then it actually went down a little bit after that. But that's when I bought them. And but right now, don't sell any gold. Period. Don't. I would not advise that. I don't have a crystal ball. I'm not Karnak the magician. I don't think that. I'm not 100% sure if gold has actually hit the absolute low yet. But I don't think it's going down to some crazy price like 1,100, 1,200. Maybe it'll go down to 1,450, So, I mean, you're really, when you're thinking about what you sell it for, and what you buy it back for. If it was $100 difference, you'd be lucky if you break even. You'd be lucky. So I wouldn't sell it. The time to sell it would have been back when it was 1921, back in September of 2011. That's the time to sell it. And you go buy it back when it hits 15 something, and then you sell it again when it goes up to 17 something. But I wouldn't touch selling any gold until you get up near record highs. Same with silver. I wouldn't even be selling it at 30 or 35. Wait till it hits a good 50 at least. It's going to. It's going to surprise you because they got no choice. The only way they're going to hold up this bullcrap monetary system, I don't know if that's the only way I could put it. It's basically a charade. The whole thing. It's a debt-based monetary system. There's no way in hell they can't. The only way they can hold it up is to keep pumping more money into the system. As soon as they breathe a word about hinting for QE, you see what happens to the metals. They fly up like 4 or 5% inside of a day. So when they actually do QE, and I bet you QE is going to be big, and they're probably going to do it before the election. Not too much before the election. Maybe like they're not going to do it next week, but they'll do it before the election to raise the markets to make things look good for Obama. So don't sell your gold. Don't sell your silver yet. That's bad advice right now. May go a little bit lower, but I don't think it's going down to some crazy prices like some people are predicting. We got Ben Bernanke at the helm. And a word of caution about Ben Bernanke. Don't criticize him. If he starts doing QE, don't give him a lot of crap. Send him a thank you note. Say, Ben, that's great. Well, how about a little more QE? These metals will go ahead of everything a hell of a lot faster than all the other asset classes. Especially stuff like that, the industrial metals like silver and palladium, which is a real industrial metal. But hold on to that gold. It's got magical properties too. Brings you good luck. And, you ever see people wanting to wear paper jewelry? Paper jewelry, huh? How about that, huh? Or would they rather have gold jewelry? There's a reason stuff is worth more. There's a lot of reasons. This is like too much of an old-time metal. It's not going to go away that easy. And, it's not a barbarous relic. No way in hell. They're trying to scam you when they say that kind of garbage. Don't let go of it. But like I said, if it hits an all-time new high, it goes up to $2,100 an ounce, and they're all screaming it's going to go to $3,000 or $5,000 an ounce in no time. Hey, maybe you want to sell some then. That might be smart to try to guess the market.